Hello everyone, welcome back to Dugout Daily. I'm Charlie and today we have another video. This time we are previewing the match where Manchester City and Chelsea renew acquaintances at the Etihad Stadium for a Premier League showdown on Saturday evening, 3 months on from our riveting 4-4 draw at Stamford Bridge. Before we get going, make sure to like, share and subscribe to the channel if you are new around here. Dugout Daily, the football channel, hit the Apex the F1 channel and at MCFC Hibs on Twitter. We will get going then, and while the citizens endeavour to chase down Liverpool at the summit, our West London counterparts are seeking to boost their hopes of securing a top 7 finish. Fixtures continue to come thick and fast for Manchester City as we continue to pursue for another historic treble, but Pep Guardiola's men have had few problems establishing another one of our trademark winning runs during a crucial period in the second half of the season. Indeed, the citizens have won each of our last 11 matches across all competitions, a run which began with success at the Club World Cup in mid-December and was most recently extended courtesy of a 3-1 away win over Copenhagen in the first leg of our Champions League last 16 tie on Tuesday. Goals from Kevin De Bruyne, Bernardo Silva and Phil Foden ensured that Manchester City would take a 2-goal advantage into our second leg on home soil in 3 weeks' time. Our focus now shifts back to the Premier League title race as we attempt to close the 2-point gap that separates us in second with leaders Liverpool, who could momentarily move 5 points clear if they beat Brentford in Saturday's lunchtime kickoff. Manchester City are gearing up for 3 home fixtures in the next 4 and will welcome a return to the Etihad where we haven't lost any of our last 22 Premier League games. We have also won 6 of our last 8 top-flight home meetings with Saturday's opponents Chelsea, keeping a clean sheet in 5 of those wins in the process. Clean sheets have been hard to come by for the citizens this season, though, as Guardiola's side have conceded 11 of our last 13 Premier League games. And we can ill afford to show any defensive frailties this weekend against the Chelsea side, who fired 4 goals past us in the reverse fixture and have since netted 8 in their last 3 this month. Chelsea's frustratingly inconsistent form has been the catalyst behind their mid-table mediocrity so far this season, and after suffering 2 4-goal defeats to Liverpool and Wolves, the pressure has since somewhat eased on head coach Mauricio Pochettino following 2 important 3-1 away wins over Aston Villa and Crystal Palace. 5 days after beating Villa in an FA Cup 4th round replay with arguably their best performance of the season to date, the Blues were staring down the barrel of defeat against Palace on Monday as they trailed at half-time after failing to register a single shot on target despite boasting 80% possession at Selhurst Park. However, Chelsea came out a different side after the break and their efforts were rewarded as ex-Eagles man Conor Gallagher bookended the second half with a brace before Enzo Fernandez sealed the victory deep into stoppage time. Having posted 10 wins, 4 draws and 10 defeats from their 24 Premier League games, few can be surprised to see Chelsea languishing in 10th, but securing European football for next season remains a possibility for the Blues as they're only 2 points behind Newcastle in 7th and 7 points adrift of Manchester United in 6th, 2 teams Chelsea is still to play on home soil. Pochettino and co must find consistency quick if they wish to climb the table, but success on Saturday could prove challenging as they've failed to win any of their last 7 meetings with Manchester City since securing a famous 1-0 win in the 2021 Champions League final. The Blues have also alarmingly conceded in 18 of their last 19 Premier League clashes with the citizens. So the form of both sides, starting with Manchester City, we've won 6 in a row in the Premier League and in all competitions. Our run in the Premier League of 6 was a 3-1 win away at Everton, a 2-0 win at home against Sheffield United, a 3-2 away win over Newcastle, a 3-1 win at home against Burnley, a 3-1 win away at Brentford, and a 2-0 win at home against Everton. And in our last 6 in our competitions, we've beat Newcastle away 3-2, Spurs away in the FA Cup 1-0, Burnley at home 3-1, Brentford away 3-1, and then we beat Everton at home 2-0 and beat Copenhagen away 3-1. Chelsea have won 4 of their last 6 in the Premier League, including 3 wins in a row against Crystal Palace 2-1 at home, Luton 3-2 away, and Fulham 1-0 at home. They then lost 4-1 away at Liverpool and 4-2 at home against Wolves before beating Crystal Palace away 3-1. And they have won 3 of their last 6 in all competitions, including a 6-1 win in the second leg of the Carabao Cup semi-finals against Middlesbrough, a 0-0 draw at home against Aston Villa in the FA Cup, a 4-1 loss away at Liverpool, the 4-2 loss at home against Wolves, a 3-1 win at Aston Villa in the FA Cup 4th round replay, and a 3-1 win away at Crystal Palace. Manchester City boss Guardiola has confirmed that Jack Grealish with a groin injury and Josko Vardio with an ankle injury are both ruled out, with a pair set to be sidelined for 2 to 3 weeks, while Bernardo Silva with an ankle injury will be assessed ahead of kick-off. Former Chelsea midfielder Mateo Kovacic is available for selection after missing the last 2 games with a minor knee problem, while Sergio Gomez has also returned to first-team training. With Nathan Ake set to continue on the left side of defence in the absence of Vardio, Ruben Diaz could be joined at centre-back by either John Stones or Manuel Akanji, who could also be tasked with drifting into midfield to partner Rodri. Jeremy Doku and Foden are set to battle for a start on the left wing in the absence of Grealish, while Julian Alvarez will hope to return to the first 11 after being rested in midweek, although he could face competition from De Bruyne and Bernardo if fit to play in behind Erling Haaland, who scored a brace at Stamford Bridge early this season. As for Chelsea, Thiago Silva's ruled out with a groin injury sustained against Palace, so Levi Colwill's set to return to the 11 to partner Axel Disasi at centre-back. Carney Chukwuemeka twisted his ankle in training earlier this week and is also unavailable for selection, joining Benoit Badiashile with a groin injury, Wesley Fofana with a knee injury, Mark Cucurella with an ankle injury, and Reece James, Romeo Lavia and Leslie Ogachukwu with hamstring injuries. However, the Blues will be boosted by the return of keeper Robert Sanchez, who has recovered from a knee injury and is expected to take the place of Dorde Petrovic between the sticks. Pochettino has used former Manchester City man Cole Palmer as a false 9 in recent weeks, but that decision is yet to be vindicated, and the Argentine could instead move the youngster, who scored a last-minute penalty against the Citizens earlier this season, back over to the right, allowing either Nicholas Jackson or Christopher Nkunku to lead the line. The latter scored a hat-trick with former club Leipzig in his last visit to the Etihad. So the predicted teams for both teams, starting with Manchester City, I've gone with Ederson in goal, Walker, Diaz and Ake as a back three, with Stones and Rodri in midfield, Bernardo, De Bruyne, Alvarez and Foden behind Haaland in attack. And the predicted team for Chelsea is Sanchez in goal, Gusto, Disasi, Colwill and Chilwell as a back four, with Fernandes and Caicedo in midfield, Palmer, Gallagher and Jackson behind Nkunku in attack. The neutrals enter Saturday's contest hoping to witness an equally enthralling encounter to the 8-goal extravaganza that unfolded between Manchester City and Chelsea in November, and goals are to be expected once again, considering not only the attacking threat of both teams but their vulnerabilities at the back. However, it's difficult to back against the rampant title-chasing Manchester City side, who have turned the Etihad into a fortress and have a plethora of informed forwards at our disposal who can fire the champions to a 7th straight Premier League win. So I think this game will finish Manchester City 3, Chelsea 1. So that is it for this video then. Everybody, thank you all so much for watching. Please like, share and subscribe to the channel if you are new around here. Look out Daily the Football channel, hit the Apex DF1 channel and at MCFC Hibs on Twitter. Everybody, thank you all so much for watching and we'll speak to you all soon. Take care and goodbye for now. Cheers, everyone.